So, last talk for the day. This is Asbjørn, and he contacted me a very short while ago and told me something, a little bit something that I didn't understand, and some mumbo jumbo about web application security. And this is, in a way, this is a little bit of a surprise talk, which is also why I put into the program demonstration of a new tool. And I'll leave the rest to Asbjørn, but I think this will be very interesting to many of us. So, there you go, Asbjørn.
Thank you, and thanks for Per allowing me to speak here. So I will talk to you about how we can, a way to bypass passwords. I'm from Awareness Security, and this is my first passwords talk. And my slides are kind of messed up here. Like this. So, just quick about my background. I just love web application security. I have been a pen tester since, a penetration tester since 2008. And that's when I began to interest me in web application security. I have a programming background, and I'm going to use an example of LinkedIn today in my talk, and that's not because I hate them. I like them. I have told them they have a problem. I will show you this problem. Maybe a lot of you have heard about these kinds of problems before, but at the end of my talk, I'm going to show you a tool that we have made, especially for you now. It's a very new tool with a few issues left to fix, but yeah, we will show you. So, I always have this warning. This is for educational purposes only. Don't do this at home, yada yada. You know the drill. So, what concerns me about security when I store my data somewhere? I'm concerned whether my data is secure or not, of course. I guess all of you think the same way that I do. I'm concerned whether the website that I use is safe, is as safe as necessary, and the problem that I will show you now is a recurring problem, so that's why we do this and undust this once again. So, the thing is about what I'm going to show you that you have security available, but it's turned off by default. So we have a lot of unencrypted networks around the place with coffee places and airport, and yeah, that's a lot of places. I will show you what in a demo, what I'm quite excited to show you. But we have to do a sessions in 30 seconds, because that's what it's about. So you make a request to a site, for instance LinkedIn. You get a response back. You send the username and password once, and you get a cookie. And the cookie will be sent back and forth as the secret show that you're authenticated. So, I have a question for you guys. How many of you type in https://www and so on? How many of you? Yeah. And I think the majority of people using, for instance, LinkedIn, just writes linkedin.com and press enter, right? So, is that important? Yes, that's a very important difference. So, you have authenticated via HTTPS, and you think, okay, that's secure enough for me. Check. So, the username and password was encrypted, so I feel safe. Check. So, now your traffic is safe? No. So, I would like to show you an email that I sent to, this is actually the response. So I tried to tell you have an issue. Yes, you have HTTPS when you log in, but afterwards the cookie goes in the clear. So I'm able to snatch it and become whoever I want. So they shortly, they just told me that, okay, you went into the page via linkedin.com and not https://www and so forth and so on. So it's my fault. So they told me that what you should do is go into this link and choose security. So they have the security option available for you. But how many of you guys have went in there to check it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's good. So I just want to, I really like LinkedIn, but I want to show you this just to understand. It's quite an important thing to try to get them to understand and use HTTPS by default. So this is just some pictures I've taken. So you can see the S up here. This is in the login form. And when I'm logged in, it's gone. So then the cookie goes in the clear. So we have, of course, a demo. I think I'm going to show you this in film. I was so here. Oops. Like this. It's quite small actually. And we will run this movie, and I'll use the time to explain when we see in this movie. I'm just deleting the cookies now, just to show you in Firefox. This is Firefox. That's the attacker's browser. So we're trying to get logged in Firefox. So I start Wireshark. This is Safari. This is the victim, and we are going to log in here. So now the Wireshark is sniffing the traffic. I did something wrong there, yes. So now I'm logging in. I'm in an unsecured network. There is a guy who sniffs the traffic with monitoring mode on his network card. And he is logged in. Just see this link. Yeah, we'll get back to that. So here is the attacker. So I just show you here, just pressing enter, that we're still not logged in. And I try to find Wireshark just to shut it off. So, and I save to a file. Save. And then I would like to see the results of the scan. And it's combined binary and text. So now I'm just searching for LinkedIn, and because of the uppercase L, it didn't work, but lowercase it works. And here is all the information I need to become, in this case, myself. So, but I would like to hack myself and not hack anybody else. So we need this JSession ID cookie. So now I just trying to build up cookies in my browser, and this one other LIAT cookie that we have to input, and just say this is a session cookie. And then I try this link and put it in my attacker's browser, and I become the person, whoever, in this case myself. So the question is there an easier way to do this? And has anybody done this before? Of course they have. So now I'm going to show you something else. We're going into the slides again. So the question is, why don't we use HTTP all the time? Because it's more resource hungry. It's than normal HTTP. You can only host a single domain per IP address when using HTTPS. I know that's kind of, you have something called server name indication. That is an extension for SSL that allows multiple domains on one IP. So it's quite, I think you can say that's a no problem issue in the future. It breaks name-based virtual hosting, and you will probably want the homepage accessible via HTTP so that users don't have to remember the HTTPS, as I showed you. So I think some of you think this is getting old, man. This is Fireship. You have Fireship. That was groundbreaking. It was very impressive. As you see here, you have had almost 3 million downloads. That's quite impressive for an extension for Firefox. But it only worked with a certain version of Firefox, and you had some issues there that made it quite hard to use, and you also need a wireless card that can sniff in promiscuous mode or monitor mode. So you know, in Ethernet, everything is shouted out, and when you set the network card in monitor mode, you can actually sniff all the traffic from everybody in that network. So you also have Fireship is version 0.1. I really loved testing this tool. It was great. Have anybody heard about Fireship? Yeah, almost everybody. So it was quite cool. You got to actually just start it, and you could sniff the traffic, and you can become people that serves, for instance, in Facebook. That's not a problem with Facebook anymore. And I think maybe that's because of Fireship, actually. Because it was kind of, everybody could hack everybody, and yeah, maybe that's the solution, we thought. So, we now have WebSpy, we have called it. We have worked day and night to get something to show you here today. And we have a few issues. I have a movie of it. I can show you afterwards live if you want to. It's not a big tool yet. So the reason why we continued building WebSpy is because there's a lot of companies that still uses HTTPS when you log in. So you have a cookie, and then they turn over to HTTP. It's more cheaper for them. So the cool thing also is you have a Java web start, so it's very easy to use. You don't have to install. So we have to use a proxy. Here is the thing we're working on now, because you have to use a proxy to set a cookie to, in example, LinkedIn's behalf. That's the problem I think we almost solved it now. So and you will have to set up a proxy once. And yeah, it is very easy to use, and it's just like Fireship. We have also a couple of issues with setting the wireless network card in promiscuous mode or monitor mode. So I will show you a quick demo of that. And here I am logged in. So this is Opera, and we have an inlogged session, and we will try to catch that cookie with WebSpy. So we are in Opera, and we are logged in. I'm just checking. And then we start this WebSpy thing. And we just check for, in this case, I use a mode which captures everything. So when I push enter again now, it should have catched the cookie in the clear. Here we go. And for future releases, we are planning to show only the, for instance, the first 3 digits in the password or something, just to scare people a bit. So here I'm struggling kind of. The proxy has, it's not a perfect proxy that we use for this thing. We're going to have to fix that. So here on my proxy, I have to set localhost here and listen to 1337, of course, lead port. And this is, as I told you, to be able to set the cookie on LinkedIn's behalf. And the bug is I have to actually turn off the proxy again afterwards to make it work and refresh the site. And that we have to fix. So now just click the hijack in browser button. And now we have set the cookie. And this is the error message. You saw I was in, and then I was redirected to this error site, and that's the proxy. It's a proxy problem, so we have to fix that. So when I just turn off the proxy again and refresh the site, I'm in. So when we can get rid of these issues, you have similar to Firesheep, a point and click. We can, of course, fetch this picture of this lovely person down to click on, and you can become this person, and yeah, and so forth and so on. And so what do we do to not be vulnerable for this kind of problem? So I just want to tell you, this is developed by a guy, Geir Harald Hansen from Awareness Security. It's work in progress, and if people are interested, I guess it will get done sooner. So we are thinking about maybe make it an open source project. We don't know yet. So how do we solve this? Of course, the Firesheep way is anarchy. Just if you let anybody become a hacker and can hack anybody, then of course they have to fix it. I think that's what happened with Facebook and Twitter. But there's a lot of other sites that has this problem. So you have to use all these three things. Of course, you need to turn on the SSL. And you have to, these two kind of do the same thing, but here you set a session cookie, and you set HTTP only and secure. So you only, if the client tries to, or the browser tries to speak to the server by HTTP, the server says, I hear you, but here you're only allowed HTTP if you want to speak with me. So you have to turn on SSL, set the secure flag on cookie, and use strict transport security in the HTTP header. Then this is the solution actually. So yeah, I'm a bit early finished here. I will take questions, of course, if anybody has any. Yes?
In relation to the cookie you captured, would you imagine that that's going to remain on the hard disk? Have you looked to see whether it only ever gets temporarily cached and would end up in a page file only?
Yeah, could you please, one more?
So
if
the
I
cookie that you captured from
Yeah.
the web spy, have you done any research to see whether that cookie ends up on its own on the disk? Or does it only sit in memory and then therefore probably only go into page file?
We haven't done, yeah, he asked me if, the question is the cookie stored somewhere except, to hard drive?
Yes.
Okay. So we're not, I haven't done any research around it, but I think it's in memory. And when the other people, the other person, the victim logs out, you're also logged out. But you can do some damage in between. I also think this cookie lasts for quite some time. So I haven't done any research of that either, but I think it's quite some time because I'm still logged in. I think I've been logged in for a week or something. Any more questions?
Nobody wants even to ask for download link?
That's why I play the movie. So
There will be a download link.
yeah,
sometime.
it will.
Okay, yeah. Watch Thorsen on Twitter, and then we'll be hoping for download links soon.
Could you publish also this presentation video files?
The question was if I.
Question, just a proposition.
Yeah.
Could you publish also with PDF or whatever it's this form of presentation, also 2 video files? Which was presented.
Can you
I
also publish
understand.
the video recordings?
Yeah, that I can do that.
Very interesting.
Yeah, thank you. The question was if I could put out the slides and the movies. Of course. Of course. So the thing is, I just hope you don't go around hacking people. So I'm responsible here. So disclaimer. So is there anybody here who wants a beer afterwards, or yeah, we can talk then. Yes.
I have a question about something very different, but you might have some experience.
Okay.
And Andre is going to try to help me as well. I was given some very poor advice after an accident, and I've lost 16,000 pictures on my iPad. I don't have a backup with everything. Some of the things I do. Are there any third-party software that you think will get me back my photos? I deleted it by mistake and put it on the factory reset. Okay? I was given very radically bad advice by someone who didn't know what they were doing. And I followed it.
That's something that I don't know. I'm
just
sorry.
wonder if you have any area of expertise in that.
I will contact you if I will check with some people that I know that.
I'll give you my email.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Mm.
Wonderful. Okay, great.
Okay, well then I would just say thank you to Asbjørn.